Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1440 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: Don't mistaken being lonely with being alone. Don't mistaken being lonely with being alone. And what do I mean by this? When you're alone, there is so much that can be accomplished, right? People who are alone, as in on their own, they're working with themselves, they have themselves to keep each other, to keep themselves company, they are in good company, we would hope. However, you can be lonely even in a crowd. So, being in a crowd, being surrounded by people, does not mean that you have everybody with you. Sometimes being with people can also give you that sense of loneliness because you're with either the wrong people, or you're with the people who don't understand you, or you're with people who are just at a different tangent altogether, a different mindset, a different culture, a different whatever. And so you are lonely. So for a simple example of this would be, if you're a student who has moved to a country where people speak a different language, if you move or you move to a different neighborhood where everybody speaks a different language, or the culture is different, then moving in there, it takes time for you to settle in. You are initially feeling very lonely until you find your footing, until you find the right people to move with, a friend or somebody who you can communicate with. So that's a sense of loneliness. However, being alone, that is a choice. That is a choice that you make, and that is a choice that you can um, actually make use of. So it's a choice and you can make use of it. Being alone could be something that is of value, that could be a benefit for you, a blessing in disguise. So a lot of us sometimes feel a little overwhelmed, and that has happened, with the recent lockdowns and stuff like that we went through over the last 2 years. People did feel a little overwhelmed being alone, because they felt like they were just too used to having people around, socializing, etc., etc. So being alone just felt a little daunting, felt a bit like a punishment. But imagine that if you are with yourself and you can't feel safe, if you can't feel taken care of, if you can't feel love, then, my friend, you definitely have got some work to do on yourself. So being alone being alone is different from being lonely. Consider that. Do not mistaken being lonely with being alone, because yes, you can be in a group, you can be in a crowd and still feel lonely. And in the meantime, you can be all alone and still have so much of fun. Have a party in your head, have a party with yourself, and get to know yourself and do things that you enjoy and appreciate. So think about this. And if this conversation has been of value to you, please write and comment saying, I am valuable. Only when you realize how valuable you are, that you're going to enjoy your own companies, you're going to enjoy the alone times, you're going to appreciate them, and you're going to make the best use of them. So I wish you moments where you realize how valuable you are, because you definitely are. I am valuable. In comments, if this has been of value to you, tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to the YouTube channel, because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Thank you for joining me today. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much.